Welcome to The Bubble for moments of factual opinions.
Join the conversation online as you follow us on social media at The Bubble TV.
At all, because I always put all my hope in God, and studying the Word of God, and knowing it is a sin to commit suicide, so it has never flashed through my mind.
For me, it's never, and no, never.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes. A time some years ago.
Nah, but I know I've been depressed, I've been frustrated, yeah. But suicide, no, because I look at the bright side of my life. I'm like, okay, yes, at this time, I've had so many things, I've done so many things, all the things I need in my life, I've had it. So why now, because I'm going through some challenges, I should not kill myself? No. Okay, now, this week I can be broke, I may not have enough money. Then next week I can have money, and why not kill myself? What's the point? Even what I'm feeling, I feel frustrated. To some people like this, to some people it might even be worse, but me, because that's when you overthink about it, it makes it look worse. But when you just let it go, and funny enough, solution will just come to you. And also you have to be prayerful, because you need God at all times. When you pray about it and you seek help, you talk to someone, so that your conscience just feel free, and that's all.
No, never. I've been there have been episodes of depression. There have been episodes of being frustrated when you're trying things and they're not working out yet. But suicide was never an option.
Yes. Just thought of the ones around me, thought of my loved ones, and realized, okay, if I should go, what will I leave behind? Yeah. So looking at the fact that I haven't achieved something important or something loving for them, I just stay around and make something worthwhile.
I've been frustrated, you understand now, but I've never thought of suicide. Because in my life that when you move forward, success is a journey. You understand now? And through that, you need to actually do what you need to overcome many things. And I'm not permitted to actually quote Jesus Christ's word here. I say, in Matthew 7:7 says, seek, ask, you understand now, and you knock. You understand now? The first thing is just for you to ask. Ask is just to have, what is the thing that you wanted in life? If that answer comes to you, then you have to seek the opportunity that's surrounding you. That's seeking. And when you see that opportunity, there will be obstacles. Then you need to knock. In the process of knocking, you experience pain. But if you keep on knocking, you understand now, the door will be open. Many people stop at knocking because they see it as what? As hard work. That is why they see as frustration. They say, okay, let me just go back. I can't go further. Understand? They don't know that at the other side of the tunnel, there is support, there is open door in that. So that is what we do say. So I've experienced challenges, but I overcome. I won't call it a problem. I won't even call it a frustration, because it determines on what language you use for it. You understand now? There is this word in psychology that we have maybe neuro-linguistic programming. The languages you speak at times affect you. You understand? When you say something, you understand now, it goes to your brain, and your body system reacted to it. When you say, oh, I'm frustrated, this is frustrating, you don't say it, you become so frustrated. But when you see that this is a challenge and I have to worry, and any challenges that must be overcome, you have to overcome it. You understand now? You don't go through school without passing through some challenges. One of the challenges is examination. You understand now? When you solve one, you create another. Somebody who passed primary 6, you understand, needs to move to secondary school. That is exam. When you pray that success will give you another problem. You understand? That you need to another challenge is as you need to actually. You finish secondary school, you still have to go to university. You understand? One success is, but you have to actually pass through what challenges in life. That's it. I don't know. I've never had any relations or anybody that is close to me that has committed suicide. But we've heard of many that has committed suicide. Even most of the people that committed suicide, if we hear the reason why they commit suicide, it's so trivial. How can this man commit suicide because his girlfriend is gifted him? Or his boyfriend gifted her? You understand now? What sort of reason for that to commit suicide? No. That's all. Or you say you don't have anything on you. Either to you are human being, we are endowed. The problem is that people don't discover themselves. When you discover yourself, you understand now, you know what you are worth. People don't create a brand and a value for themselves. So why is the last resort say, okay, you are going to take?
No.
Not at all, but I knew someone who talked to me about committing suicide some days ago, and that actually depended on me to help the person out. The person was actually my wife. Yeah, she said she took a bottle of sniper and she looked at him and just felt she could end it because we had a 5-year crisis. And now I came for my daughter and she think I'm gonna take the daughter away from her. But now we are good again. We're good again.
I think so. I think so. But that is yeah, I know of. Yeah, I have a friend. Yeah, he didn't pass his exams. Yeah, using course because university he didn't pass, so he committed suicide.
I think two, a student and a neighbor. Yes, a student and a neighbor. Yes, according to the neighbor, according to people who were close to him then, they said he was in a huge debt, so he was unable to pay. And funny enough, after the death, somebody called his phone while people around picked the call and said, okay, let's know who was calling, and it was somebody who was willing to help him after his death. So that's why I said it's not really advisable to pick, death quickly, to pick suicide quickly. Then the first one, the student, after writing projects numerously, and she did not impress the project supervisor. I don't know, so she decided to take her life and say, since she's not making it through education, and those kind of people that think education is the only way to succeed. So he ended it there.
Actually, no, I have not. Unless the one there's one I think somebody we grew up together. The guy we grew up together in my state then. So I think about 3 months ago, they called me that the person committed suicide. So and we just grew up together. Though he's senior on me, he's older than I. So but I heard that he committed suicide, even though his own in our mother's house. So he committed the suicide. Though we are not together again, but I heard they called me and told me about that. So I think I have known someone. Though we have seen each other for long, maybe like more than 15 years ago. So but of recent I heard about him that he has committed suicide. So I have definitely heard about it, and I know. I don't really have the idea, but some people when they want to live a flamboyant life they are unable to see the life they want to live. So about what I can say about the person, I know that he is the kind of person that like to do whatever he wanted to do, and I think he came from a little, at least a family that is okay a bit. So I guess he's trying to demand one or two things from his family, and they are unable to provide it. So he now thought that the best way to frustrate the mother is by committing suicide. Unfortunate for him, he forgot to know that his life has just gone and the mother is still alive.
No, aside hearing it from TV, the newspaper, you understand, TV, radio, I've no.
The best way to conquer the thought of suicide is, number one, engage yourself in whatsoever thing you like to do best. Because life, we can never be 100% balanced in the world. Because what I mean by that is that you don't expect that whatsoever thing you want, that you definitely get it. It's not possible. So at times it can come in the area where maybe at least 60%, 50% you are okay, and at times even if it is 20% or 10% you are okay. You have to engage yourself in whatsoever things you like to do best. Maybe singing, and also learn how not to isolate yourself. Isolation is one of the key that lead to suicide. So don't isolate yourself. Mix yourself with people. Don't ever keep yourself alone. Try to isolate yourself. Listen to whatever thing you like. Eat. even though at least some people drink Gary and if, at least they are okay. So Gary is even a good thing in Nigeria now. Gary is costly. So if you see Gary to drink, I beg, thank God for it.
The first to call is that be positive. Always think positive. The first thing is that no matter problem you are facing, if you see it as a problem, it's mounted up. But if you see it as a challenge, you understand, that is what you are going to actually face, and you overcome it. Success is a journey, and through that journey, there must be ups and downs. You get me now? There will be up and down, and those up and down, you must reach your. The only thing is that you face where you are going. There is a saying that says obstacles are the things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. When you take your eyes off your goals, you start seeing problems. You start seeing frustration. But when you focus on where you are going, you understand now. Every other thing is going like a challenge. You got to follow it like that. That's all.
To my own opinion and my advice is, I would advise the youth to have hope, to study the word of God. The major thing is to study the word of God. Let them be familiar with the word of God, and I will advise them to have hope. To have hope in God. There's always a better tomorrow. There's always a better tomorrow. So I will advise them to have hope. It's going to be good. Let them hope for a better tomorrow.
Oh, I think we should start with media, like this form of reaching people, educating. That is the only way. Because even if you speak to people one-on-one, I don't think you are reaching a large number. There are a lot of people who are depressed, especially in a country like this. So if you can reach people in large quantity, maybe through media, and the philanthropists in our society, the belly is the first place to, the first way to please a man. So I think if they can, the philanthropists can help too by providing necessities to people at rural areas like food, water, shelter, even in a simple form, they'll be able to reach out to people. I think that is the only way. If you keep reaching to people, there should not be society, problems will come and the ideas will still come to their head.
Do what makes you happy. Like now, if well, like you said, if like dust flashes or maybe I'm frustrated or I'm depressed, I just play video games. I like playing video games. So when I take my video games and I play, it relieves stress, frustration and out of me. So I tend to look at what makes me happy, or I just go and watch football, watch highlights and stuff like that. So it tends to relieve stress and frustration. I won't tend to forget about it. I'm like, what happened to you today? Like, now I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling better. So I just do what makes you happy and try to talk to people. And when you don't know the right person that you're talking to, and last but not the least, always pray. Relay your issues to God, and God will definitely find solutions to you.
The first thing is speak out. Speak out. Seek help. Seek help. If you're trying something and it's not working, seek help. Find someone to talk to. If you're trying something and an approach to a certain issue and it's not working, try another approach. Or perhaps sit down and find if you can do something else other than what you're doing. Or if what you're actually pushing and struggling on is what is actually meant for you or what is not meant for you. From my own view, I felt this life was not designed to be difficult. No, it wasn't designed to be difficult. We made it difficult for ourselves. So if you're trying something that's not working, try something else. Just hang in there, talk to someone. I had a guy who also helped someone shelve aside suicide because he hadn't been interviewed. The guy phoned in on radio and told him he was about to commit suicide, and my friend reached out and he got his phone number. Besides getting him a job, he got him a place to stay, and the guy's on the street. He just got married actually. So what if he had died? He could have missed out on that good part of life. So just speak out, talk to someone, seek help, seek counsel, and above all, if what you're trying is not working, try something else.
Best way, you should have a purpose. Think of a purpose. If you can't have a purpose, call your loved ones. Yeah, that's what I feel. Advice. Well, I'll just say, if it's not worth it, don't do it.
Just hang in there. Things will get better. Not suddenly, but steadily. I had that message that was in 2009, October. It's one of the darkest moments of my life. Things actually got better. I kid into just that word at the conference. Things will get better. not suddenly, but steadily. And ever since, I can tell you, things have gotten really better, far better than what I ever imagined. I just keep pushing.
Do what makes you feel happy. Like I said, do what makes you feel happy. Just if you know that this makes you feel happy, like I said what makes me feel happy. I play video games, so that's what makes me feel happy. Do what makes you relief. If you want to go and play football, go and play football. Just make yourself feel happy, because there's more to life than what you are thinking of. And be prayerful and always try and okay. I'm looking at the spiritual aspect now. Try to look at the physical aspect. Know your friends. Know the kind of people that when I go and meet this person, I try to feel a lot happy. So look for that friend that when you relay your problems with, when you relay your issues with, he tends to understand your pain. So that's the thing. I look at both at the spiritual and the physical aspect. So that's it. Do what makes you feel happy. Be prayerful and try to talk to somebody that's very close to you. So that's it.
I would advise them to remember that life doesn't belong to them. It belongs to everybody, because we have human resources, and there's a way we channel that resources to one another as we are working and as we are alive. We are important to the society, we are important to the country, we are important to our family. So I think the person should hold on and still believe in his or herself. As long as you still have your two hands and your legs, you can still do something.
Welcome to The Bubble for moments of factual opinions.